Only thing that's saving you is the heart of a woman.
No atmosphere of water.
Yeah, it's about to storm. I'm about to be a storm watcher. Okay. So, my mom got some cherries. This is moonshine cherries. They are so good. Hey, The Secret, how are you? I am eating cherries. Moonshine cherries. It's raining. Huh?
It start raining. Asha.
It did start raining.
Asha. Okay. Asha.
Hmm?
Come on. The chair went.
Mm-hmm. You African? What's OOTD? Thank you. Bella Femme. Thank you. Both time. How are you? I need some more cherries. I ran out of cherries. Here's Sammy Apaka. Live India. See best. Oh, that's freaking. I need a translator. They should have like a translation option on here. I wonder if they do. Yeah. They don't have translation. I don't know what you're saying. . 。  . 。 . 。 . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . Only thing that's keeping you. Hello, Julian, Jimenez, Umbrella. Only thing that's keeping you is the heart of a woman. Yeah, yeah. Y'all get to see me fall. I'm falling right now. This is me falling right now. You know, from so many months going without, you know. But I'm about to go and get me some more cherries because. Hello, Balasai. If only we can play music on here, it'd be so dope. I thank y'all for keeping me company, though. It means a lot. Those emojis are so colorful. Please, yeah, no comment. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What's the one song? It was this one song that said, "I'm sorry, mama, for going back. I was sober once upon a time, but now I have fallen." Quote me on that. Quote me. I'm sorry. I'm still sober from cigarettes though. I haven't picked up a cigarette in over a half a year, going on half a year. So I'm happy about that. You know, something to be happy about. Haven't fully diminished myself. You know. It's a little too late. I feel like singing, y'all. I'm gonna go get my cherries and I'm gonna stop, okay? After this, I'm gonna go get my cherries, and my cherries is gonna help me stop, okay? Just for you. Just for you. I can make up a song right now. I think I can. I think I can. Day, here today, I said, wishful thinking. At least I've calmed down quite a bit. Corvette. It's a cloudy day, the storm is coming. But what can I say? It's so calming. The trees, all the green surrounding me is a place I'd rather be. There's no place I'd rather be than here. on a sunless day. How was that song? Y'all laughing at me though, but I'm so real. I'll be so real right now. Um, come and take the pain away. Come and take the pain away. Come and take the pain away. You too, Decasas. You got eyes. And oh, I'm not good of going a cappella with a song. Um, let's see. I can put a song together, but if y'all help me, look. Okay, so y'all make up the lyrics, and I sing the lyrics. Hello, pecan lovers. You look like a chocolate Ashanti. Thank you. um, I have one of my songs. Tell me what y'all think about this song. My name is Aisha. Tell me what y'all think about this song. I sing vibrating through my lungs. I try breaking through, I cry. Beauty to be tamed inside, unveil my pain. Feel my heart crawl out, uncover my mouth. From your hate, find me unsafe. As a child in the crowd without halo. That song is so worn out. Like, I'm so worn out on that song. I can't even sing it right. Happy good weekend to you too. Good happy weekend. I need some more cherries. I am Blackfoot Indian, but I have no experience of India. That is my thoughts. Hello, Jay. Okay. Why y'all telling me what to do? I only got a little bit left, and then I'm done. I only smoked 2, so hopefully that'll do it. And then guess what? I'm going smokeless again. For how long? I don't know. Oh, do you? I just seen a guy at Burger King with the same mole as me. But I have freckles right here on one side of my neck. These are my freckles. They go all the way up my ear. So that's one thing that I haven't seen that nobody has. I've seen the same type of freckles on this one girl, but it covered her whole face. Thank you. Shout out to Detroit, the next city over. God bless you, madam. And that's all I can read. I can't read the rest of what you just said. I could translate it. What's up, Queen? What's up, King? I'm about to give me some more cherries. You sleep? I sing vibrating through my bones. I try breaking through, I cry. That's how I feel. I'm gonna tell y'all about this song though. In a minute. That's how I feel.
The other one too. They didn't hurry that ball.
It's time to express what's been suppressed.
Gotcha.
Because sometimes you get in situations that cause break. That's what we're gonna call this right now. It's time to express what's been suppressed because sometimes we get into situations for a recall. And you have no other choice but to do what you gotta do. So let's get into it. So that song is the song that I just sung. It's about, it's at a time where I was trying my hardest to break through and express how I truly felt. But I couldn't express how I truly felt at that time because there was too much going on in my environment, and it was just like I was drowning. And I was going deep down into the ocean. And that's how I feel about the situation now because there's so many things that can help you and so many experiences that you have, but nothing is helping. And you just got to try to figure out, you know, what's the big deal. What is it? Oh yeah. I sing vibrating through my lungs. Basically, my voice is not being heard. So the more that I sing, the more um, it hurts. You know, I'm singing and it hurts me more than it hurts you. But the song is my expression. I try breaking through. I cry. I'm trying to express myself. I'm calling out to you. And the more you don't hear or the more I'm unanswered, I begin to cry, and that's why this song is more painful and it hurts me more than it hurts you. Um, beauty to be tamed. Basically, whatever makes me feel beautiful inside, I'm trying to express outwardly, but I can't express it. Therefore, I'm drowning in darkness, and the more darker I become, the less lighter I can be. Um, inside, unveil my pain. So that's basically just how it sounds inside, unveil my pain. Unveil this pain that is causing me to swallow my feelings or swallow how I actually feel. Feel my heart crawl out, uncover my mouth. My heart is crawling out in love. My heart is calling out in love, and my heart is coming out through my lips. But you want so bad to cover my mouth because it hurts you more than it hurts me, or it hurts me more than it hurts you. Regardless, it's a pain and it's something that can't be tamed. It's something that is too overwhelming to be explained, but you would rather cover my mouth than feel what I am feeling because what I am feeling is too much for you. Cover my mouth. From your hate, find me unsafe. The way you hate me, I don't hate you any more or any less because I don't know you. But your hate is causing me to feel unsafe, uncomfortable where I am. Therefore, it it's hard for me to become humble to the situation because it's so much hate that is manipulating who I am. It's causing me to act out of character. And when I feel unsafe, then I become a threat because I'm only trying to protect myself. As a child in a crowd without halo. As any child in a crowd that feels unsafe and they feel like they got to run to the Bible or they have to run to their guardian. What's wrong, Vante? What's wrong?
I'm making it eat it. Come on.
Eat what?
I guess that was
You gotta fix it. You didn't fix it.
Oh, his pizza.
Girl, get out of here. I got it.
I just heard him screaming.
Number 88. I'll keep an eye on it. I lose another horse. You and I.
Is there a drink in there? Is there a drink in
Girl,
there?
you don't have me open the drink already.
Oh, it's just on.
Where's the cheese? He ate the cheese.
He probably eat it separately. He ate the pepperonis?
No plastic shot at the last one.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, that is what the song means. As a child that feels unsafe and interrogated, you know. And this is why people write poetry. They write poetry because they can't fully express what they want to talk about because they have been in a suppressing situation that's making them hold their tongue or hold back what they truly want to speak about, but they can't speak it because people feel as though you're a threat because you are speaking the truth. So yeah, I'm at that point right now. I'm usually good at expressing myself, but nowadays it's just everything sweet starts to come up in a bitterness, a bitter sea. You know, you got to get the good before you get the bad, or you got to experience the bad before you get to the sweet part. It's all about your experience and what has caused you, you know, to kind of suppress everything. And it's not this, and you want to talk about health. That is a big part of your health is expressing yourself. You know, it's expressing yourself. And that's what health means. Or else you'll become congested and toxic because you can't express yourself the way you really want to. Comes to the point where it's hard to express yourself because, or it's hard to express yourself. It's hard to speak on how you feel because you have tolerated too much. You've tolerated so much to the point where you just don't want to keep going in circles about the issue. So yeah, that's my little vamp. When y'all tell people to stop doing this or doing that, y'all don't know what it's doing for that person in that moment. You don't know nobody's experience or how long they've been doing something for so long. To the point where they could have been stopped doing this or stopped doing that, but you're just now seeing it for the first time when they went on for so long going without, you know. And they've took in so much that eventually some type of release is needed, is necessary. No matter how much it hurts. It hurts me more than it hurts you. But with every action, there is a consequence. With every action, there is a reaction. You know?
I food.
It says, it's the, dang, I forgot what I was going to say. No one knows what goes on behind the scenes. You know, as much as you do in the background, no one knows that part. All they can see is the results. And this is a pure example. How she said, good job, good job. You know, it's not just the fact that you got to him to the point where he's eating his food. It's the fact that what happened behind the scenes to get him to eat his food. What happened before. You know, you're just experiencing the result. You're experiencing the result. But you don't know the experience. But sometimes God puts your life on pause because what's been done in the background or what everybody is seeing, they think it's so easy. So then they go out and they do the same thing, but they don't know the experience. They don't know what you've been through to why you are so far ahead. So God has to reveal this part because it's helping you see what you need to, what's needed to be seen. Because you can hurt yourself by doing what another person is doing, but you don't know the experience behind it. You don't know the book, you only see the cover. God cares more than you know. And God is here more than you can feel. God is aware, and that is why God is revealing certain parts of our lives now that we may not understand or we may think is unfair. But in order to be fair, you have to be honest. There's a time for sowing and there's a time for reaping. You know, there's always, that's what life is about. All the seasons that come and go. Believe it or not, even in the seasons where it doesn't rain, there's a time for sowing and there's a time for reaping. It's just a different, it's just orchestrated a different way, you know? That's why life is so mysterious. You can hate the world so much until you actually sit down and look at something and just be aware. And then that seed inside of you grows and you don't know where it came from. Like, where did this seed just come from? You wasn't paying attention, but now you're there to experience whatever energy is coming to you. you don't want it to, and you try to refuse and you try to, push it away, but you're not in control of your fate. You're not in control of your destiny. No one is in control of their fate and of their destiny, because even if they think they are, they're not. And it only takes for something to happen to show you that you're not fully in control. But what's hard to really digest is acceptance. People don't want to accept the fact that they're not in control. But they're so quickly running to a fix. They want to fix the situation because you know you're not in control. But you don't want to admit you're not in control because it takes a toll on your pride. It breaks you down. It strips you away. It tears you down. And you don't want to feel what it feels like to be torn down. God's soldiers is the most broken down ones. The ones that experience being torn down or being broken down, having to pick those pieces all back up again, only for it to fall apart. God's soldiers is the ones that lost the most. Been hurt the most. Who's hated the most. Who's experienced pain the most. Those are God's soldiers. They've been through the most, but they're still holding on because they have faith. The ones that aren't God's soldiers are the ones that's always trying to attack you, trying to combat, be combative towards any situation. You know, you see this person doing right, but you're mad that they're doing right. So you feel like you have to attack them to get them out of the situation. You don't want them to do right. You don't want them to be you don't want them to be right. You don't want them to be better than you. Life is not it's not about being better. It's about being better. You know? You get what I'm saying? It's not about being better than the next person, because the next person is only a reflection of who you are. It's about being better by building yourself up to tolerate and to take whatever the world throws at you. That's what life is about. That's what having faith is about. Believe it or not, a lot of people is like wild animals. You know, they can sense somebody talking bad about them. They can sense somebody, has it out for them. Their trust issues are very low. Just as that deer that's about to be attacked by a lion. Their trust issues is like that. They're going to flinch. They're always going to scurry. They're always going to run away from the situation because they don't know how to trust. The world is not based on trust, believe it or not, if you watch Animal Planet, because I love watching animals and the life behind animals, because it reveals a lot about your situation now. There's a message in every channel. There's a message in every show. Even if you're just watching Animal Planet, there's a message. There's a reason why you turn to that channel. It's because it's a lesson for you. Trust is not meant. Being able to survive doesn't require trust. It requires patience. It requires lessons. And it requires faith. What?
Raining.
Huh? Yes, raining.
Where we're going.
When you step into a situation such as making YouTube content, you don't trust it. It takes a lot of trust, but you're not meant to trust. You're just meant to go in. You're meant to have your guard up. You know, when you jump into the water, you're not supposed to trust that. No, you just jump in, do what you do, and get out. There's no trust. But when you do trust is just a weakness. The government and everybody else wants you to believe there's trust, and they may not even know what they're doing. They're just saying, oh, these are all the good qualities of humanity. Let's put everything where it should be so they can trust us more. When I take my car to get serviced, you're not supposed to trust that person, but they build us up to trust them so that they can break us down. Unfortunately, trust is a weakness. Trust was meant for us to break because trust was a mistake. When you're surviving, you don't trust. You follow through and you do what you got to do. You trust your family if you want to. You trust your friends if you want to. But the only person you can really put trust into is yourself and God. That's what you can't trust no one. Life is not trust. The giant thing that wants to live. Period. Period. I agree completely. That was so deep and it was so true. That's what it is. That's what the world is. The deep dark woods isn't a place for anything that wants to live. Because as long as you're alive and you're a threat, they don't want you to live. Anything that wants life as much as you, there can be no trust there. No trust. Just think of the world as the deep, dark woods. And your threat is the next person. Your predator is the next person because that person wants to live just as much as you. And again, that is why God's soldiers are the most suicidal ones. They don't want to live in a world that's so heartless. Why live if the mission is to die? The mission is to kill. The mission is to survive. Why live? And a lot of people think this way, And those are the ones that's most saved by God. Because God has a purpose for the ones that are not of the world and who doesn't care for their own life. Those are the children of Christ. Hello, Olympus. Loves, how are you? My brother was just getting back. I'm gonna show y'all him. He probably don't want to be on camera, but he about to be on camera. So, yeah. What's the difference? Can anyone answer this question to the people that's in here? What's the difference between a human and lions and tigers and bears? Animals. What's the difference between us and them? We're conscious. We're aware. They're aware. What's the difference? Because a lot of people act like animals because they have that animal instinct, you know. What is that gargling sound? It sounds like he talking, but he gargling at the same time. You hear that person? They talking, but it sounds like they gargling.
Yeah, it sounds like he drunk
It's
as fuck.
oh.
He's right there on that porch.
Hmm. Yeah, but that was my little vent. My mom is making enchiladas. I'm not hungry, but I am about to dig in. I hope y'all liked, the topic I was talking about. I was just venting the best way that I can vent because not all the time, obviously, or in every situation, I can't vent what I need to say the way I need to say it. And, I was at a point of drowning. Thank you, Tony. I appreciate the subscription. My new suppy. My new partner in time. And nice to meet you, too. Well, it wasn't storming. It's just raining really, really, well, a lot. It didn't storm, though. How is life treating you, lady? Life is really confusing right now. But I feel like I'm being distracted in a good way. Sometimes. Sometimes not in a good way, but I feel like it's a good way now. In a way, because I'm seeing life in a different perspective, It's like the more you wake up, the more you are afraid of what you'll see. It's like waking up and something is in your face that you just don't know what it is. Waking up to somebody just right there in your face and you're like, whoa, That's the point I'm at right now. Waking up afraid of getting out of bed or just still in shock of everything that's going on. Thank you. Now I do. I just felt like I had so much anxiety, like energy, but when you feel like you got a lot of energy, but it's hard for you to actually move with that energy. It's like energy inside, but I don't want to do anything about it, or I don't want to get up and move with the energy. Just feel like I'm out of alignment, out of flow. Hi, I just told my girlfriend that I was a femboy. You told me that already. You told me yesterday. I asked you what a femboy was, and you told me a boy that has female characteristics, or you act like a female, but you're a man. I do know what you mean, and often it ends up turning into lots of thoughts in your head, which can be confusing. And you get energy out, you can be calm in the mind. Exactly. Real calm. Well, sometimes, like, I feel like, okay, so it's like that energy was basically turning into thoughts. Or just sometimes you don't have thoughts, you just feel a lot of energy and you don't know what to do about it because you don't know what to do. You have no direction, you have no guidance, so that energy is just there. And what you can be doing, you can't really do because you're not in a position to do that, you know? I figured out a way to get out of my anxieties and panic attacks, move away from your environment to one that makes you feel extremely comfortable. I'm a retired army combat veteran. Oh wow. Salute to you. But yeah, panic attacks or anxiety, the more I've just detached my mind away from knowing what that is, I don't label whatever I feel, I just react, and I feel like anxiety and panic attacks is just an emotion inside of us that we just have to learn to cope with naturally because it's a part of life. We just made a label for it. We made a name for it and we defined it, but it's really just a quality that is in every living organism. So thanks for the service. Yes. That tree over there is broken down. It is right here. It's like hanging down. But I'm gonna let y'all get a better view. I like trees. So, that one right there. It's like falling down. But yeah, Tony. Yeah, Tony. You said you was in the service. Do you feel like it's different serving in the service? Now, are you out of the service? You were once in the service, so obviously you're out of the service. Do you feel as though you're still in a battle mentally? You was in that battle physically, but do you still feel the same mentally now that you're out of the service? My panic attacks were so bad, I can hear heavy combat just before bed, and I can recognize the screaming voices. Wow. Yeah, I would say it's such a traumatizing experience. You know, that has a huge impact and effect on your life. Especially if you can't get it out. Do you know a way to get those voices and stuff out of your mind? I gotta go in a minute, but know you got love sent from New Zealand, sister. Oh, thank you. Appreciate you. Um, yeah. Have a wonderful day. I gotta get here because I need to do my son's hair. We've both been procrastinating on his hair, so I gotta get in here and get his hair done. And it was nice talking to y'all. Like I really needed that. I feel like it's a breath, breath of air. That's the breath of fresh air that I've needed for a long, long, long time. I finally got it on this. Love you too. Appreciate your time and listening. You know, I was with the Ninth Infantry Division in 1960 Vietnam. Oh wow. Oh wow. That's a lot to digest. How are you doing? Like, is your health okay? Are you good physically? Nice chaps. I keep it up. Oh, nice chaps. Keep it up. Bye, Jack. So yeah, I will talk to y'all next time. It was nice talking to y'all. And yeah, bye. Go to my videos, like, comment, subscribe, be notified for any upcoming videos and the next time I go live. And I will see y'all then. Talk to y'all next time. Bye.